Hey everybody! So with a little bit of hard work, a little bit of help from Maker Studios and the Game Station, and a little bit of luck, I was able to attend that developer Q&A for Pokémon X and Y at E3 2013. On top of that, Coro Coro scans just leaked, so in terms of Pokémon info, let me just put it in straight terms. I'm here to share everything that I've learned with you guys. Just to be fair though, huge Pokémon X and Y spoiler alert. If you don't want to learn this stuff ahead of time, don't watch this video. But if you do and are craving for it the same way I was, here's everything from that Q&A event and the Coro Coro scans that are worthwhile.
The first big announcement was relating that the games would be made accessible to a global audience by releasing the same time everywhere. On a single cartridge, you can play X and Y in 7 different languages: English, Spanish, French, Italian, Japanese, or Korean. Junichi Matsuda explained that this was a very difficult task because 800,000 Japanese characters can take over 1.4 million English characters to translate. The game's communication features center on a new bottom screen feature called the Player Search System, or PSS. The system shows player avatar heads on the bottom screen in 3 categories: passerby, acquaintances, and friends. Passerby shows anyone near you through local wireless playing X and Y, or can be used to show countless random online players by enabling a new mode that allows you to always be connected online. You can use this system to battle and trade with other players, both close and around the world. By interacting with new players, they'll be added to acquaintances, and anyone you interact with twice can be added to your friends list. Also, anyone that you've added as a friend on your 3DS friends list will show up in Pokémon with your friends as well. You can also register up to 100 players in a favorites list in order to easily find them. The global trade station will still be a part of the game as well. Matsuda then detailed the difficult process required to go from a Ken Sugimori 2D design, create a map, and then build a working and animated 3D version. The process is surprisingly complicated, but ultimately creates believable fantasy creatures that look fantastic on the 3DS hardware. Next was a little more information on Pokémon and Me, the new Nintendogs-like feature that was revealed yesterday. The feature is built to build a stronger relationship with you and your Pokémon, and it was revealed that building a relationship with your Pokémon in Pokémon and Me gives Pokémon boosts in battle, such as more critical hits or dodging more attacks. Whether or not these effects will be added into competitive battling is still a question that we don't know the answer to yet. Next revealed was 2 special types of battles. The first, called Horde Encounters, puts your Pokémon up against 5 wild Pokémon at a time, and they aren't always the same Pokémon. These challenging battles offer a huge experience boost, as your one Pokémon is forced to take on all 5 of the other Pokémon's attacks at the same time. Moves that affect more than one Pokémon at a time, such as Rock Slide, can hit all 5 targets at once. The second, called Sky Battles, are a special kind of battle between trainers using only flying-type Pokémon and Pokémon with Levitate in the air. The camera during these battles is very dynamic, following the Pokémon in a ton of different angles. By winning one of these special battles in-game, you can earn a high amount of money from the opposing trainer. Because you might not have an eligible Pokémon at all times, these battles are optional. And finally, the game's opening video was revealed, but there was no video or photography allowed at the event, and the video has not been released yet. There are a lot of things I noticed in it though, such as a female character changing her outfit and hairstyle, players on what looked to be a motorcycle, and a new rideable Pokémon that wasn't Go-Go, with a player riding a Rhyhorn. The final thing I noticed in the trailer was a Fire-type Lion Cub Pokémon. I only saw it for 1 second in the trailer, so I began to second guess myself when it came to whether or not I actually saw it, but luckily, combined with the Coro Coro leaks that came today, many new Pokémon are confirmed, including the one I saw. Combined with the new announcements and Coro Coro, there are now 7 more Pokémon revealed. Skrelp, a poison and water seahorse. Clauncher, a water-type crustacean resembling a pistol shrimp. Talonflame, a fire and flying bird that is the evolution of Fletchling. A fire-type lion cub Pokémon that we noticed earlier, whose Japanese name is Shishiko. A fairy-type flower Pokémon, whose Japanese name is Furabebe. And 2 pre-evolutions to Vivillon, both bug-type. In addition, the Coro Coro scans reveal the first gym leader, Viola, who uses bug-type Pokémon and likes photography, and a group of trainers that grow up and battle alongside you. In the Q&A event, they suggested that there would be several rivals alongside you, so this group is likely the start of that. To conclude this video, assuming that your head hasn't exploded already from awesomeness, I'll be paraphrasing the question and answers to everything asked at the Q&A event at E3 2013 with Mr. Masuda and Mr. Ishihara. These aren't direct quotes, and I've shortened the questions and answers to save time, but it should give you a good idea of everything asked. Will there be multiple save files? With Pokemon games, we always want it to be just one save file. Can you import Pokemon from previous games? We want this to be possible, and we're working on a solution. Are you planning on releasing DLC, like in the new Mystery Dungeon game? We can't say anything at this time. Will there be a story reason for fairy types coming into existence? We mostly wanted to add a new type that would balance the strength of the dragon type. How will always online mode work? Is it international? Anyone in the world could connect with you using this mode, not just your region. How many Pokemon will be in the game? I'm hoping you'll discover it for yourself. Why did you choose to make the game based on France? It's one of the many countries that focus on beauty, a major theme that we wanted to explore within the games. With EVs and IVs being difficult to master, have you considered changing their formula? We're going to make these hidden specs more visible and easier for players to access. This was my question. I noticed that the female avatar changed clothes in the intro. How deep is the player avatar customization? You will be able to change your clothes, accessories, and hairstyles in many ways. We wanted players to look unique when shown on the PSS. Why is movement still locked to a grid? It makes it easier to script timing-based events. However, you will be able to move much more freely using something like the roller skates. Are you looking at new musical styles for X and Y? The feeling of the music will be quite different. We aren't restricted by hardware bringing music to the 3DS, which helps a lot. What will the evil team arrival be like? You can expect an evil team to be revealed later. There might be multiple rivals, because we want the game to be focused on having fun with a large group of people. Can you explain how Mewtwo changes form? I can't really explain what that Pokemon you're talking about is. Will a friend on your 3DS automatically be entered into your friends on the PSS? Yes. What kind of transportation will there be? We haven't revealed everything yet. Many forms of transportation will be restricted to one area, though. Will you be able to see your opponent's team in a preview screen before battling? It will be the same as previous games. You'll be able to select a different song to play while you battle online, though. What are the benefits to the new riding Pokemon? A big rocky Pokemon like Rhyhorn could help you cross rough terrain that can't be traveled on with a bike. He'll also allow you to bust up rocks along your path. Thanks for watching my video with everything X and Y related that I learned at E3. These games look like a love letter from Pokemon to all longtime fans, and I cannot wait until October for them. If you want to stay tuned for more videos and announcements for all things Pokemon, click here to subscribe and learn when my new video content is coming out. Hope you enjoyed the info.